traveler wants his horse
Good morning,
back.
people. To all my friends and family all over the world, and this also goes out to all the horsemen in England, all the proper horsemen in England who respect one another as I respect them and they respect me. I was laying there last night thinking, and a few things running through my mind, and listen, between everybody in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, between us, we should be able to find out what's happened to this Mr. Sheffield.
I thought we were looking for a horse.
Mr. Sheffield is Jamie Sheffield's horse. I've first met Jamie Sheffield 30 odd years ago when I was a boy and he was a younger boy than me. And back then, I had nothing. I don't think he had too much, but we was horse made and running around looking at horses. We went to Home Fife or Home Fest, whatever it's called, together, and looking at horses. And he was a very good friend of mine. And then we drifted apart. He went his way and I went my way. And a few years ago, he come back. We met back up again in talking. And I've seen his little horse grow from a baby, you know, from a little newborn colt. And with this little horse, he loves it and worships it, like I do on my horses. Listen, I'm a man, 56-year-old. Me, my wife, my son, my daughters, my son-in-law, my grandkids, we love our horses. They're our lives. And this Jamie Sheffield and his missus and his kids are the same. Now, I had horses stolen a while ago. In 20 odd years ago, I had horses stolen.
20 years is a lot longer than a while.
I didn't stop for a breath for 6 weeks. I hunted here, there and everywhere till I got my horses back. Now, I know somebody somewhere knows where this man's horse is, and they're not saying. But let me explain something to you, boys, right? Not being argumentative. This video is for one thing and one thing only, to get this man's horse back. Because I'll explain something to you. It's his horse today, it could be anybody else's horse tomorrow. And if we don't stamp this out and nip it in the bud, it's a bad, bad old thing when people think they can get in a motor, drive around, walk into somebody else's field and take what don't belong to him.
I can just imagine what the trolls are going to comment about that statement.
And this man, this horse is his life. He's hunted around. He's found this mare here. He's found that horse there. Then he's took this mare to a very, very good little horse. He's had it put in foal and bred in this colt. It was just getting up so he could have a bit of enjoyment out of it and have the name of owning him. Then some dirty, filthy bastard has come along and took it. You know, please, people out there, somebody knows where that horse is at. And we all should dig together and get this man's horse back. Because as I said, Jamie Sheffield's horse today, our horse is tomorrow. I'll be truthful with you and I'm not being argumentative. If I catch anybody out my fields, over my gates, looking what belongs to me, I'm willing to give up my life, and I will give up my life for it. Nobody comes around my horses. I would not, unwritten rule, I wouldn't drive along, jump the gate and look into anybody else's horses or walk around anybody else's horses without their permission. So if anybody ever does it to me, I'm willing to give my life up for it. Let's get this man's horses back. Not horses, one horse. Mr. Sheffield, somebody somewhere of all the horse dealers, all the horse breeders, in England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Let's all pull together and get this man his horse back, boys.
Well, it had to be
Because
a
let me
horse
tell you
dealer
something,
that stole
that
it.
morning, 20 odd years ago, when I walked out that field, it was my 3 girls' horses what got took. Right? Dolly mare, Princess and the Liquid Gold mare. My world come to an end, and for 6 weeks solid, I searched night and day till I got them back. Now we got the thing of computers, these phones, cameras on roads. Somebody somewhere had to see something. Once again, all the horse breeders, all the horse dealers, all around the world, let's get behind this man, Jamie Sheffield, and let's get his horse back to him and his family who love him. Who's got him? If you don't want to phone up and say you got him, just dump him off somewhere and let us know. And the man will come and pick him up. Right, I can't say no more than that. This video is not about me, it's about getting this man's horse back, because it's the most turbulent, gutting, sickening feeling in the world. And I'll say it once again, if we don't get the horse back and make example of people who think they can walk around stealing horses and bring them to justice, then his horse today, everybody else's horses tomorrow. That's it. Please get behind us. Get behind Jamie Sheffield.